Failure is completely human. Bad events are universal. Everyone, no matter their life story, their background, the country they were born, have experienced failure or adverse events. Although these things are common, this does not mean that they are pleasant or fun or easy to deal with. A prime example is the unique situation that we're dealing with right now, with a global pandemic that endangered ourselves and our loved ones and gave a big hit on our social life. So, if experiencing something negative like this is unavoidable, what can you do to get something positive out of it? Resilience is the psychological characteristic that allows people to endure the bad events that happen in life and go through them stronger than before, no matter how traumatic these events were. Instead of letting these adversities or a potential failure paralyze them, people who are psychologically resilient find a way to transform these events into learning experiences. These learning experiences help them in turn to re-evaluate or achieve their goals. Getting through difficult periods of your life that can bring pain and disappointment is not easy for everyone. How can you deal with the loss of a loved one? How can you get back after you are fired from your job of 10 years? How can you deal with a situation like the one we're currently experiencing? The coronavirus pandemic has probably created a lot of problems for you, personally, professionally, financially, socially. In situations like this, emotional support from persons that are close to you is very important. This is the reason why creating support networks with your family and friends is vital in a time of a crisis. Being able to talk to another human being in order to share the bad situation you are experiencing has been proven to alleviate stress and negative emotions and to increase your resilience. However, there are certain personality strengths that can also make a person more resilient. Being optimistic, having a positive attitude, being able to regulate your emotions, and being able to see adversities not as obstacles, but rather as opportunities to learn and become better. These are some examples. Other paths to resilience are self-confidence, visualizing positive outcomes, and viewing the large picture instead of focusing on one event or instance. Although a lot of these characteristics are predetermined because of genetics or life experiences, they can also be trained and improved so that you can become a more resilient person. Today, I'm going to give you an example of a very simple exercise that you can do that will help you increase your optimism and your resilience in the long run. This exercise is called the 3 good things exercise. For this exercise, you only need a small notebook and a pen. For a week, every night before you go to bed, try to think of 3 good things that happened to you during the day and write them down. These things can be anything. It can be a nice sandwich that you had for lunch, a favorite song that you heard that you have not listened to for a long time, or sharing a laugh with your partner. It can be anything, really. It does not matter how important this thing is, the only thing that matters is how it made you feel. When you are writing it down, try to think why you consider it a good thing, and try to remember as many details as possible. Keep doing this exercise for a week, and it is very possible that after the week has passed, you might like it so much that you will want to continue. People are wired in such a way that negative events seem way more powerful than positive events. A minor inconvenience, such as bad traffic, might ruin your mood for a whole day, and at the same time you might not appreciate a good thing that happened to you, such as a very tasty lunch that you had. This simple but so powerful exercise works because it helps you change your focus from things that go wrong in life to things that you may take for granted that go well. The reason that you will be writing down these events is because you will be able to reflect on them and experience them again when you are documenting them, which will make them stronger in your consciousness. After only a few days of doing this exercise, you will find that you will be keeping your eyes open for these positive events, and it will be easier for you to recognize them when they happen. Being able to focus on the positive things in life has numerous benefits, one of which is increased resilience for times when things are not going that well. And remember, if something in your life is not going as planned right now, there are definitely a few good things that happen to you during the day. So try to recognize them and embrace them, because they can help you become a more positive and resilient person.